Hi there. This video is about using Google Earth in particular to collect GPS coordinates for properties, and also in some cases to actually sketch property boundaries when we're not able to get good property boundaries from a county website. And we can also use Google Earth to measure acreages, although that's a little unreliable, so we don't usually do that, but we'll go over that as well in this video. So we're going to start out right here. We're on the Alamosa County Parcel Viewer website, and this is the property that we're looking at. Now, because we can't get GPS coordinates or measure acreages on this website, we're going to use Google Earth, but this is going to kind of give us, help us get started finding the correct location on Google Earth. So let's start by zooming out a little bit just to kind of see where we are, where this property is exactly. It's a little bit north of Alamosa, which is a city, of course. So we'll kind of use Alamosa to get started on our search for the property or for the property location on Google Earth. So I just opened up Google Earth. Close that. I'm going to start by searching for Alamosa, Colorado. There it is. Okay, search. It's going to take me to Alamosa. Beautiful. Okay, now I'm going to use this map together with this county map to kind of find my property on Google Earth. And I know this can be a little challenging. Oops, where was that property? There it is. This was my property. So we just basically have to use these two maps together to find the correct spot on Google Earth. We have to look at land features and sort of compare the two maps until we find our location. Now, I've already done a fair amount of let's see. Here we go. Now, since I'm already familiar with this area, it was a little easier for me, so I was actually able to pinpoint the location on Google Earth. It's right here. And of course, there's no property boundaries on Google Earth, but at least I've got the right spot. Now then, you hit the Shift button, and then you hold the left side of the mouse to flatten out Google Earth, because it tends to sit at an angle like that. So Shift and then the left button on your mouse will flatten out the surface, and then you just click on north to get oriented directly north. Now let's compare this to our county map. I'm going to zoom back in, zoom in some more. Okay, this is the property we're looking at here. So I can compare that and see I'm just due east of this little homestead. And when I go over to Google Earth, here I can go due east from that same homestead and know that if I get a GPS coordinate for this spot, I'm going to be right in the heart of my property. So how do I get a GPS coordinate? Well, I click on this little button, the pin button or place mark. Okay, it brings up that window and it shows the GPS coordinates of the location right there. But first I have to get that out of the way and make sure my place mark is in the right spot. So I'm putting it there in the middle of the property. Okay, now I can simply copy that and paste it into Podio. Okay, so that's the latitude number, and then I copy the longitude number. Remember that longitude number always has a minus sign in front of it. It's very important to get that minus sign. Okay, now if I want to, let's say I want to sketch the property boundaries on Google Earth, which I can do simply by looking at land features to identify the property boundaries. Again, I'll go back to my reference map here and I can see how this property line comes here, and this property line kind of comes off of that street there, and this property line follows the road. So now I'll just go back to Google Earth and I'll click on this polygon button. Okay, and for style and color, I'm going to go yellow color for lines. Okay, I'm going to make that a fat line, so I'm going to make that 2.7, let's say. For area, I want it to be outlined, not filled. Okay, and now I simply get that out of the way and I draw my polygon like that. Okay, and then I'll label my polygon with whatever the property identification is. In this case, it's Highway 17. Whatever we're calling that property is what I want to name it. There, it's done, and that's going to show up here on this side pane under your places. Shows up right there, and you can reorganize these into folders if you would like. You can, under Add, you can create a new folder. Okay, Alamosa County. Okay, there. Now I've got a new folder, and I can put Highway 17 in Alamosa County if I want. Now I might want to just go back here and just compare these two to make sure that it's pretty accurate. It doesn't have to be perfect, but we want it to be as close as possible. Also, in some cases, I can use this to then get more coordinates if I want to get the coordinate for the northwest corner of the property. Okay, now I have that. Copy latitude, copy longitude. If I want to get the coordinate for the northeast corner, I've got that. Copy latitude, copy longitude. I'm just going to cancel that. Okay. Now if I want to measure acreage, I can do that by clicking on this icon and then going to polygon. You see it's set to acres. And then I go click, 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 click. 43.75 acres. And you can compare that to what the acreage that is provided on the county website. So I'm going to clear that now. Okay, so that's how you use Google Earth to gather GPS coordinates, to map property boundaries, and to measure property acreages, which we won't always do, but we will sometimes do. Thank you very much.